What's up? This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible today and Non-Fungible tomorrow. And before anything, happy Friday to all of you. And this show is a show where you like and you subscribe to have daily updates on both the cryptocurrency market and also the NFT market. But if you missed this, there's no problem. You can feel free to check out in case you miss it on my Twitter. So feel free to follow me on Twitter, like and subscribe my YouTube if you like cryptocurrency and NFT updates in one single stream. And for those of you who might have noticed, the crypto global market cap has decreased by 4.78%. And you will see at the same time today there is a sea of red, right? Everything is going down, okay? Besides stable coins, right? Which is quite stable. But you notice that, Bitcoin, right? Yesterday what happened was that it reached like around 47,000. Then it dumped all the way to 4,000 and 44,000, right? But now it is slowly recovering after this huge dump, right? And I think I might have found out the reason why the crypto market was dumping. As you can see, all the trend is all dumping and then going slowly back up. But still, this dump isn't really that big of a dump as we've seen in the past, because Ethereum is still holding up at 3,000 above. So this psychological support is still here, so everything is good. But as you can see, there is a decrease in the market cap. But then for some reason at the same time, there's more trading volume, right? So people might be buying during the dip. And also, DeFi, it's pretty much the same. Stablecoin, which is around 83.57% of the total crypto market 24 hours volume, right? So I will talk about why I think this market has taken some dump, because there must be some news that has happened or something that caused people to panic or sell, right? So I will talk about it shortly when I cover today's news. I want to talk about the NFT for today, right? So if you look at NFTs, right, you'll see that in terms of the 24 hours trading volume, Azuki has a 26.69% change. And this could be a reason why, they just did the airdrop of probably something, right? And this could be a reason why Azuki is doing quite well, right? But at the same time, if we look at trending collections, you see cyber brokers, right, with a 39.95% change, right? And the reason why I think cyber broker is increasing is that the team is starting to release the lore, like the story behind each of these different trades, like enforcer, what they are, and they're starting to build stuff. And they just recently had an AMA earlier in March talking about the development, right? But another reason why I think the price is going up so quickly is because the community is quite strong, right? It is a project by a reputable artist, and that is stocks, and they do have some plan for these collectibles. And also everyone, as you can see this, basically the community members is quite strong. They talk about their cyber brokers, and then the page retweeted. Some of them even created merchandise from themselves, right, using these graphics. So I will have to say I don't see any quick updates causing this floor price increase, but I think it is because the community is quite strong, leading to this floor price upgrade, and also it could be because of the team, right? So if you scroll further down, you'll find out another project had a 33.77% change. This is Prime 8 Planet. I covered it a while back. I think it was because of the mutant drop. But if you scroll down a little bit, right, you'll find out A.N.I.M.O has a 31.21 increase, right? And I want to cover this in more detail because I haven't really talked about A.N.I.M.O, but I did talk about Prime 8 Planet back then, right? If you go to A.N.I.M.O, you'll find out that actually they are reviewing what your items can do in game, right? So basically these are actually mechs, mechas, and you have these animals on the mecha robots, and then this is actually an NFT where in the future you can play using in the game, right? So these are 3D mechas, right? So the team said, hey, we're gonna review what your items can do, the stats, skills, damage, etc., and tune in for weekly update. And then there are people talking about the gameplay alpha drop on Discord. So basically people are kind of hyped about the game that is coming, right? So it took the team some time to build, but when they started announcing new updates and things like that, that would surely pump up the floor price, okay? So this is the reason why it is pumping up, right? All right, so back to today's news, right? The first important news I want to talk about is Happy April Fools. But it seems like this thing has a lot of people fooled, and that is because a lot of popular Discord channels were actually hacked earlier this morning. The Bored Ape Yacht Club Discord channel was hacked. the Doodles was hacked and so on, right? So basically what happened is that Bored Ape Yacht Club post, stay safe, do not mint anything from any Discord right now. A webhook, which is basically like a Discord plugin, right? Like maybe a bot or something like that, was briefly compromised. We caught it immediately, but please know we are not doing any April Fool's self mints, airdrop others. Other Discord are also being attacked right now, right? So basically, according to Zach X Bit, basically what happened is that Bored Ape Yacht Club Discord has been hacked. So they were posting something about, hey, you can now mint NFT like a Mutant Ape Kernel Club, right? And then even Doodle was hacked as well at the same time. And then the phishing site is actually very similar. So this is how the phishing site looks like, right? And also another channel was hacked, but Namecheap, which is a web hosting provider, immediately stopped the website. But Azuki, which is an upcoming NFT, is also being hacked, right? So basically what happened is that someone hacked the plugins of a Discord. Some people say it is a ticketing service that was being hacked. Some other people said it was actually Captcha, which is something that used to verify whether you're a bot or not, right? So a lot of people were saying that, hey, if you are unsure of whether you're compromised or not, right? So basically I shared a post today, which is the Captcha.Bot is actually being compromised, right? Someone said it is the Captcha.Bot that's been compromised. The source code was leaked, right? So in order to do to be safe, right, it'll be best if you revoke your permission, right? So how do you revoke this, or in your Discord, how do you secure today? So basically, this is usually how your Discord look like. And now over here, you'll see your username, and then you'll see this gear. This gear basically is the settings, right? So I'm using a dummy account for the settings. So once you click the gear, right, this is the page that you'll have, right? And if you're on this page, go to under user setting, go to authorized app. If in the past you have used Captcha.Bot to verify ownership, or entering a Discord site or Discord channel, it'll be better if you deauthorize it, just in case, just to be on the safe side. So all you have to do is just press deauthorize, and then press deauthorize, and then make sure that you no longer authorize this bot to have access to your information, right? So every time when you join a Discord, when you link to Discord, basically all of this will become authorized apps to access your data, right? So always disable this if you don't believe in that bot, or if that bot has been compromised, right? So that's how you basically try to revoke the access of the potentially compromised bot, so that you might not get hacked in the future. Because right now everyone is still finding out how was these big high profile Discord channels hacked, because Bored Ape being hacked is actually a really big deal, right? So anyways, one of the high profile phishing scam, I'm not sure if this happened because of this Discord hack, but I'm not sure if you know Jay Chou. Jay Chou is a very famous celebrity in Asia. He is the one behind the Panda Bears. Remember that? That was the reason why Panda Bear, went up to a very high price, because Jay Chou was involved in designing the clothes of the Panda Bear, right? So basically what happened is that he received a call. His friend who helped him mint this project, right? And then so basically my friend helped me mint a good brothers or good friends a new project, right? And then this good brothers gave me a Bored Ape for free. And now he's being fished, right? So basically, Jay Chou maybe was using some, it could be him or it could be his assistant. That person, used a phishing website, and then so he thought it was a joke, but now when he checked it, he basically lost the Bored Ape, right? So now he's asking if his good bro could give him another even better NFT, right? So be careful, this is not April's Fools, right? So Jay Chou, a famous celebrity, got his Bored Ape stolen by a phishing scam, which could be the one that just happened today, because it was targeted in Asia time, right? So for those of you who have high value assets on your wallet, don't use that wallet to mint stuff, right? If you have high value NFTs, put it in a hardware wallet, and then never use that wallet, right? But only use a burner wallet, which is a a MetaMask or something like that, like a dummy MetaMask, and then you use that to interact with other stuff. Don't use a wallet with like a Bored Ape or use Azuki to mint to mint stuff, right? Because that is very risky. Because you basically sign a authorization and you do not know what do you sign out, right? So unfortunately, Jay Chou was got his Bored Ape stolen. But sometimes I do wonder, once you steal a Bored Ape and that Bored Ape belongs to a really famous celebrity, is there still a resale value? Because everyone basically knows that this Bored Ape is now stolen, right? And people might not want to buy it to, cause offense towards the celebrity, right? So it really makes me, think how could the hackers resell this, right? But even someone as big as Jay Chou could be skeptical to hacks. Definitely be careful, guys. So another news I want to talk about is the Azuki project. So Azuki basically airdropped 2 of these something official boxes to their holders, right? But we do not know what is in here. But these air boxes are now selling at around a floor price of 4 Ethereum, right? And at the same time, Azuki, it has a floor price of around 20 Ethereum, right? So it's holding up pretty well, 23.8 Ethereum, right? So I think this is a very smart way because this is very similar to the airdrop or also a mutant syrup drop for Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? Because when you hold these high value NFTs, it's very hard for the holders themselves to generate liquidity, right? Either they have to sell the NFT. But if you as a project deliver value and if you create, such a high demand for your project and you airdrop things, basically the market will decide the price of an airdrop, right? So this is an airdrop. Nobody knows what is in these airdrops, right? But this allows the Azuki holders to sell one of these. So basically they will airdrop 2, right? So they could take profit on one of these, use 3 Ethereum to do other stuff. I mean, like 3 Ethereum, 4 Ethereum is a lot of money, to be honest. So that could help these people get some liquidity, right? Talking about NFT, another interesting news. Nike wants to destroy unauthorized NFT. How would that work? So basically what happened is that Nike has entered the NFT space, as we all know, through the LTFK studio, right? LTFK studio, right? So basically, they have asked a court to destroy something that pretty much can't be destroyed. So basically what happened is that Nike claims online retailers are selling Swoosh branded NFT without its permission. So people are using Nike brand name to launch NFTs and they want it to be taken down, right? The shoe giant has asked a court for an order to destroy the NFT, raising novel legal questions, right? When a company like Nike finds someone using its brand without permission, it would ask the court to order the unauthorized goods to be destroyed. So Nike has done this in the past, but its latest trademark lawsuit comes with a twist. The product it wants to destroy are NFTs, which are inscribed permanently on the Ethereum blockchain, right? So the case in question involves Detroit-based StockX, a site that let people buy and sell used brands, including Nike sneakers. These sneakers are among the popular items, and a few months ago, StockX decided to take a step further by selling NFT versions of the Nike Dunk, Jordan 1 and other shoe lines, right? So basically, according to that website, which calls it the Vault NFT, is simply a receipt that customer can redeem for the equivalent pair of physical sneakers. If they choose to redeem, they must surrender the NFT. The NFT, by the way, looks like this. So basically, it's using Nike's trademark and also is visuals, right? So that's why Nike wants to sue them to take away these NFT downs, right? So in a complaint filed last month in a New York federal court, Nike accused this company of ripping off its brand in order to cash in on a growth market rush for NFTs, right? So basically, these NFTs have been sold well for more than $1,000 and people appear interested in redeeming them for shoes, right? So basically, as a remedy for the alleged infringement of its trademark, Nike wants the company to turn over its profit and stop the NFT sneaker sales. So I think maybe Nike might do something on their own with NFTs, right? So this is actually paving a way of Nike maybe selling their own NFTs. So that's why they want to remove other NFTs created by other people, right? So this raises a question because if you destroy, like, how can you destroy this, right? Because the NFT is inscribed on a blockchain and it is very hard to get rid of it, right? So another way is, according to this article, right, the most practical way that Nike can do is to send the NFTs to a so-called burner wallet. So basically, for those of you who do not know, when you burn an NFT, you reduce the supply. You send the NFT to a wallet that nobody uses, right? Like it could be like 0.0000000 wallet, right? So this won't destroy them, but achieve the same purpose, right? Because no one can use that NFT afterwards, right? So this is a quite interesting way of how people are talking, hey, how do you burn or how do you destroy an NFT that is actually on the blockchain that is supposed to be immutable and is supposed to be permanent, right? So a few ways that could come up. First of all, the company that is being sued could actually burn these NFTs so that they no longer use them anymore. or Nike actually can sue them so that they cannot trade these in a marketplace like OpenSea. They could file a DMCA claim that they infringed the copyright, and OpenSea will delist them. But even though if they listen them, you cannot see them on the OpenSea. But when you delist them, they actually still are they still exist on the blockchain, right? You can still sit in your wallet and you can sell it in another place, right? Or what happened is that the court could maybe provide an injunction, or tell that company to, hey, no longer list this on the platform, or Nike can just sue that company for damages, right? A lot of ways to do this, but this shows that, hey, when brands get into Web3, they will start protecting the copyright, which really reminds me of how back then Lamborghini started suing people who used Lambo or when Lambo as like a meme or a topic for NFT creation, right? So anyways, let's move on to our next news. The next news is actually quite relevant to the potential reason why we saw this dump today, right? So what happened is that the US Parliament, the EU Parliament votes to impose KYC on private crypto wallet. So for those of you who do not know, KYC basically means know your customers, right? So when you create an account in an exchange, they ask you for your ID card, they ask you for your address, they ask you for your driver's license. It is because they are being required by law to know the customers, to know who is actually trading it. So it is two-folded. The good thing about this, if some hacker uses those centralized exchange and they have been to cash out and they have been KYC, you can actually trace them and you can actually arrest them, right? But at the same time, it defeats the idea of decentralized. It defeats the idea of anonymity, right? The reason why you use an NFT, like you buy crypto, you try to let not people know your identity, right? So it kind of defeats that purpose. So it is two-folded. So basically, let's look at this, right? The EU Parliament has voted today to impose new regulatory measures that would essentially prohibit anonymous cryptocurrency transactions. The vote was reported by CoinDesk and soon confirmed to Decrypt, advisor to the Committee on Economic and Monetary Affairs, right? So basically, this two EU's committees voted to approve a proposal that will require cryptocurrency service providers such as exchanges to collect personally identifiable information from individuals who transact more than 1,000 euros using so-called unhosted cryptocurrency wallet, right? So although votes on several amendments were tight, the final draft was overwhelmingly approved. So in order for this to be officially adopted, it must go through the tripartite meeting between the EU Parliament, EU Commission, and EU Council, right? So basically, the process is not expected to derail the legislation. So for those of you who do not know, when EU pass a law, it becomes law in all of the member states, right? So every businesses that is operating in these member states will have to comply to this. So it does have a huge impact to the cryptocurrency market. So unhosted wallet basically means non-custodian wallet, right? Which does not rely on third parties. Example of non-custodian wallet includes MetaMask, Wallet Connect, or hardware wallet like Ledger and Tezos, right? The vote follows debate among policymakers and the crypto industry over whether such wallet should be subject to know your customer requirement that would compel companies to provide personal information about wallet user, right? So this industry is genuinely against this measure because non-custodian wallet users aren't necessarily customers, right? So basically, CEO of Coinbase treated the proposal as anti-innovation, anti-privacy, anti-law enforcement, and arguing it holds cryptocurrency to a different standard than fiat, right? So imagine if EU require banks to report you to the authorities every time you paid your rent merely because the transaction was over 1,000 euros, he quipped, right? So not all parliamentary were in favor as well. So basically what this means is that if you are in the EU and if you have a MetaMask wallet, right? We do not know what implication this might have. Could the EU comply MetaMask to force you to submit your ID before creating a crypto wallet, right? If they do that, basically it would dissuade people from creating a MetaMask wallet, right? Because you have to be forced to KYC. Or another implication is that they could they ask exchanges, centralized exchanges, before accepting money from a certain wallet, that identity of the wallet has to be verified, right? So what happened is that if you use an exchange, you want to move money from MetaMask to an exchange, you might have to dox yourself, let the exchange know that you actually own that wallet, right? And maybe provide documentation. So basically, this is actually a huge blow to the crypto market. it's a huge blow to decentralization. And when everything, like when regulations happen, when things like this happen, usually the market reacts very quickly, right? So this could be a reason why the market is, dumping, right? But at the same time, when people started finding out, hey, maybe I'm not in the EU, I might not be affected, or it takes some time for this to happen, the price, rebounds, right? It goes back up, right? So this is how quickly the metaverse, the cryptocurrency market works, right? So moving on to some metaverse news, actually the Razer is actually a PC game or gaming company accessories, right? Today, they announced a HyperSense suit, right? Enter the metaverse, right? So basically, you can suit up. Basically, they're trying to come up with a vest that you could actually wear. And then once you wear this, you can actually feel different things in the metaverse. You can have a very immersive experience in the metaverse, right? And they are saying that, hey, you can actually wear this in order to feel the vibrations. If you're being shot, you can feel it and enter the metaverse, right? So I think this is a very great way of Razer in doing this, because they are now, taking the metaverse seriously. Like how, after Facebook announced this, now you could finally have, Razer branded metaverse wearables in real life, right? So this is pretty cool. So of course, you definitely have to do your research. You can feel every wipeout. Look, this is a very cute video, right? You have the guy, wearing this, you're playing a game, and then you can actually feel that vibration on the side, your car crashing and things like that, right? You feel every KO, you get punched, or you can actually feel it, and it feels kind of real, right? So, this is, and even if you look beaten up, if you wear this thing and you feel every failure, like if you're playing Elden Ring, you can actually feel this and you could get hurt. So I really like how they show different type of footage of different games and stuff like that, and how they're taking the metaverse very seriously, right? So right now, you can feel every feeling by wearing this. So yeah, this is like the promotion video, right? Definitely go to the Razer website to check them out, because they are getting into the metaverse, right? So they are looking for beta testers, so you can actually win the full suit of the gear by assigning, and also you can actually fill in your information. So I'm not associated with them, but they're trying to get beta testers to try this vest, and also to use it with the other Razer accessories, right? But definitely, if this is real or not, do your research. Note the date today. A lot of interesting news, a lot of interesting new products that is happening on this specific day, right? So whether you want to wear this, it's up to you. So anyways, moving on to the project of the day. So today I want to talk about a project called Arcade. And so Arcade Land is basically a metaverse project that is being created by the makers of 8 vs Mutant, right? For those of you who do not know 8 vs Mutant, it is actually a game that the Bored Ape Yacht Club holders can play back then. So this is the 8 vs Mutant gameplay, right? So it was the first Bored Ape Yacht Club game. So this team basically decides to launch a interoperable metaverse world, right? So what it means is that they're now selling parcels, they're selling land for this metaverse where you can actually own these parcels. And then different type of NFTs avatar could actually, could look like this, right? So this is like a Bored Ape, and then you can actually play games in the parcel. So definitely this team is actually very well connected in this space, because they helped the Bored Ape team company build these the game in the past, right? And then they're trying to sell that it is interoperable. Because you could use other type of NFT avatars in the game, right? So right now, basically what happened is that they have a pre-sale mint, right? And then after that, they will have the public sale, okay? So there is only 10,000 land for sale. So let's look at the website, right? So basically, they are trying to sell land. Right now it's a pre-sale, but the public sale is happening very soon, in a couple of hours. So if you're interested in Metaverse project, definitely check this out. They have different tiers of land, standard, large, extra large, mega, right? And it all adds up to around 10,000 parcels, right? 10,000 land. And this is the price, 0.25, which is the lowest price, right? And then basically, they want to create the ultimate Metaverse experience. So basically, what they want to do is they want to create an interoperable Metaverse, so you could use your NFT as avatar and play mini games on these Metaverse parcel. So if you own these land, you would get drops. So they might drop token, NFTs, Metaverse, and game resources, and you become a community. And you can actually create user-generated items maybe in that metaverse, and then you have access to additional drop, merch, and events, and you can actually earn by renting, advertising on your metaverse parcel, or launching stores and creating items with your land's resources, right? So different land size, basically different type of perks, right? Different type of region. So these would be randomized at mint, so it's kind of like a blind box, and each region will have a different type of metaverse experience, right? So what I think is bullish about this is that they have a lot of strategic partners on board, right? And your cybercons have a lot of actually high-profile NFT projects, right? And what is exciting is that these profile pic avatars can actually be interoperable, but it does take time for them to develop, right? How are they gonna build the skin for all of this within this metaverse, and also how are they gonna build the game, right? So right now, I don't think they have a public beta of the game, but it shows they have great ambitions, like trying to have different play to earn or play to player versus player games in that metaverse, and then more coming soon. And the team is here. So basically, the team has worked for Bored Ape Yacht Club Yuga Labs before. So that's why I think people are excited about this project, and it actually reminds me of Worldwide Webs 2.3, right? So I'm not sure if you know, but Worldwide Web Land is basically another metaverse, which is also a pixel-driven metaverse, which is also interoperable, right? So the floor price for Worldwide Web Land is actually around 1.29 Ethereum, right? So if you look at this, right, when the project first launched, it was selling at 0.3, so it wasn't really hyped. It was undervalued, right? People didn't know about it. Then you have people like Planksy, Cybercon, like a lot of big projects buying land. Then it spiked up the price to 1.8 Ethereum. Then they started releasing different type of gameplay like brawls and the disco and the metaverse, and then it went to around 2.5 floor price, right? But now it's retracing back to around 0.961. So right now, basically what you can do in this metaverse is you have apartments, right? And you can actually decorate your pixel apartment. So for Worldwide Webland, they do have a game that's working. It is a browser metaverse. It works on a mobile phone. But for Arcade, right now they don't have any game yet, but you have a video, right? So at the same time, actually this reminds me of another project called Farmland by Pixels, right? So Farmland by Pixel actually released a game as well, a browser game, and people can farm on it in order to get the whitelist to mint this project. So as similar to Worldwide Webland, when it first minted, it was selling around 0.3, then it was hyped, trading to 1 Ethereum, bam, and then now it slowly retraces, right? So right now it's like 0.39, right? After a high of 1 Ethereum. So basically what this means is that, and your question would be, hey, right now this land is selling for 0.695, right? So the cheapest land was at mint at 0.25, so it has kind of like 1.5 or 3x, right? But and then you only have around 3,000 or 2,000 left for public sales. I'm sure that it is very difficult unless you fight in a gas war to buy this land in public sale. But you're asking me, hey, TC, do you think this is a good investment right now? What I would say is that, hey, actually these metaverse, especially those metaverse that does not have a game out yet, it'll take them time to develop, to do different type of integration, right? So right now, I think the price is gonna be jacked up, and also it's the pre-review, right? They haven't reviewed the trade for the land, right? So if you are looking at a long-term play, all the time when there's a pre-review, prices tend to go really quickly up, right? Same for the Farmland by Pixel, right? I think it was the pre-review was around here as well, and it goes up. But after when people, the flippers are gone, people lose patience, and then people find out that, hey, the game does take time to develop, the floor price tend to go down, right? So if you're looking at this project and you're thinking you should buy a secondary, I think it'll be better if you could wait and see how the trading goes, and also how active is the team in pushing updates, right? If it takes time for the team to build, then definitely wait a bit, don't FOMO in, or else very likely you might be holding the bags here and then it goes back down, right? So this is what I think about it. But what I think about this project is, I think it is quite bullish. I think it is quite exciting in the sense that, hey, actually this project has worked with Yuga Labs in the past, and they want to build interoperable Metaverse, and they actually have these demo videos. So I'm not sure if these are animations or actually in real footage, right? If these are like in-game real footage, it shows that hey, we might not be too far off from an implementation or having the private alpha access to the game. If that comes out, and if you could start doing things with your land, the price would definitely skyrocket really quickly. But always wait for retracement. So that's it for the projects I want to talk about today. This is your host, Non-Fungible TC. If you are in Discord and stuff like that, be safe. Don't mint any new stuff, and always today, especially today, do more research than usual before you believe or FOMO into things, because today is a special day. Like even Razer has launched something called Enter the Metaverse, right? So definitely be careful, and happy Friday. Have a great weekend. This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, signing out. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. Feel free to like and subscribe. Share it in case you miss it with your friends. If you think it's helpful for you, and if you think it will be helpful to other people as well. So this is your host, Non-Fungible TC, signing out.